Alright, here we go. Just me, myself, and I. Let's begin our racing adventure for today. Day 3 streaming. Yesterday's stream was, to be honest, I was just tired. So I was grumpy. So that will not go over to YouTube. So, which is fine. I ended up doing the race last night. Didn't stream it or anything. Just wanted to get that race out of the way. I was tired, I was grumpy. Well, let's do it. We're at Canada this time. And yes, I race with full race. I know. Boring. Super long. Usually when I play this game, I'll just have like one song stuck on repeat and listen to it. But since I'm streaming, I don't want any type of copyright. And saying as the artist that I listen to most of the time is Eminem, I'm gonna pass on that. I will eventually have a schedule for my streaming and what I'm going to be streaming. I'll do some streams over on YouTube. But I think I'll just do like specific games on YouTube. Whereas here on Twitch, I'll just kind of do a little mixture of everything. If that makes sense.
Don't push the car just yet. Track is still green. Try and take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Got it. Push the car. I just did a online NASCAR race with the league I'm a part of, NASCAR Heat 5. That was interesting. I struggled. We were racing at Vegas. And yeah, my car was struggling. I tried making some adjustments, but they just didn't work out properly. Made things worse. Well, I'm just curious, anybody who does end up watching the streams or the videos afterwards on YouTube, if you want to see practice and qualifying, or if you just want to see the race, I'm fine with doing either. Any and all input is recommended. Not required, recommended. I want to be able to perfect myself. It'll be a lot of fun when I actually get a gaming PC and I can start streaming and making videos there. And no, I won't do any Call of Duty streams or videos. That's especially on PC. Like that's not at all what I'm interested in. I am, however, thinking of doing a Battlefield 4 stream. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow. Just kind of whenever I plan on doing it. I like Battlefield 4, and well, saying as 2042 or whatever the fuck it's called is a piece of poop. That won't be in the cards anytime soon. I'll probably make some Minecraft content, YouTube exclusively. Might just kind of keep racing to Twitch for the most part. Some Assetto Corsa, some maybe the occasional NASCAR Heat 5. I refuse to touch NASCAR 21 Ignition. I still want my money back for that game. That game was horrible. I would do like some Dirt 4 or something in honor of Ken Block.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Hamilton, Bottas, and Charles Leclerc. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over.
Shit, wasn't I?
However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One.
Okay, qualifying could have been better. Is it still just me? It's still just me. Hell yeah. Anybody who does end up watching these videos when they're on YouTube or something, like, I don't care about getting, you know, viewers and all that. I'm just streaming to stream, doing something I enjoy. You know, all my old streams, they, with my old internet anyways, I was lucky if I could stream in 360. Now I've got a little bit better internet. Still same internet provider, but faster speeds. They ain't the best, but they allow me to stream in the highest quality possible on the PlayStation 4. So that's nice. Which is, yada. 720, 6 frames per second. So basically, what used to be high definition. I don't know, quality looks good, so that makes me pretty happy. Don't need to slow me down. I do not care if I cut the corner.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
All right. Oh, so if I'm quiet during qualifying or during the race, just know I'm just focusing on what I'm doing. Okay, I guess, yeah, I got somebody sending images into a group chat, so... Which I think it's funny, it's like, it seems like every time I start streaming, they start sending shit.
All personnel be aware. Car leaving.
Damn it. Behind him again. We're behind somebody different. That's not Pierre. It's not Gasly. It's Daniel. This is Danny boy. Ah, I already screwed up. Oh, not bad. I'm gonna try to minimize how many flashbacks I use. Maybe I'll do a City Skyline stream one day. That'd be fun. Or even do like a Sims 4. That'd be fun. Love to own all the DLC, but yeah, whatever.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I don't know, I got a bunch of games that I can live stream. I need to get back into playing some World of Warships so I can start uploading videos of that again. These things happen, man.
Standing by.
Not my
There's only one lap of fuel
best
remaining.
lap, but it'll do. Go, Daniel, go. Yeah, whatever. I kind of figured that much would happen. Alright. Since I can already feel my eyes starting to melt, let's get our glasses.
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
I barely got second. Das is what's up.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves of our top three.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. Looks like you had a great qualifying session. It must be a relief being that far up the grid. How do you feel about this team's performance this season? It didn't look like you put much time into practice today. Is there a reason? Appreciate your time.
And to be fair, I just absolutely hate doing practice sessions. There's no point in them. Other than, you know, when the first one, go out, get a feel for the track, and then we're good. Yippee-ki-yay.
Well done. That was a good qualifying performance.
Bonjour! It's time once again to go racing here in Montreal, the second largest French-speaking city in the world, and home since 1978 to the Canadian Grand Prix. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Joining me for today's race once again is Anthony Davidson. Can we begin by having a chat about Charles Leclerc? Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Bennett completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Lance Stroll, and Perez, Verstappen, Sainz, Albon, and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Kvyat, Grosjean, Leclerc, George Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Like, why couldn't we get the Canadian national anthem right
After
there?
the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep it the same. Let's do this.
That's what we like to see at the start. Well done.
Yes, well done. Man, I gotta poop. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I'm just more or less hungry. I ate a chicken sandwich a couple hours ago. I kind of want another. Except I kind of want to make it double. Oh. No, Jacob, that would mean that you're fat. Which we are. We're very much fat. No, I need to start exercising and eating healthy. I need to start losing some of the weight. Lose some of the weight and put it on as muscle.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
I know I said I wasn't going to, but I ain't taking damage. I'm not about to have a repeat of yesterday's race. Although I did make a good comeback. I did come back and win it. And honestly, I don't really know how I came back to win it. But I'm glad that I was able to make that type of comeback, because that was really fun.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
The only part of yesterday's race that I didn't like, after having early pit stops, because I kept screwing up a turn and damaging my front wing, getting behind all the traffic, it was, oh god, Azerbaijan is such a hard track to pass on. Unless you're in the DRS zones. Which a couple of them I was, but for the most part I was not. I had to brake extra early, just so I wouldn't slam into the back of them. It was gnarly. I hope my controller's game for this race. If not, then we'll have to take a quick pause to switch out controllers and go to the one that has really bad stick drift. Actually, it doesn't have that bad of stick drift. They're both equally bad. The other controller, it's just got a bad battery. Yeah, it's funny because it's like a year or two newer. So I think after each season, what I'll do is I'll up the difficulty up a little bit each time. Make it a little bit more of a challenge. It's funny because the difficulty I think I'm at is like 75%. Because when I first started this season, I remember, damn,
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
But yeah, if I remember correctly, I think I started the season with them at like 85, 90%. At first I was like, oh wow, this is easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I went on to the second race, and then I realized, oh no, it's not easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is hard. So I ended up lowering their difficulty some. But I guess what I lowered it to was just a little too much because, well, I'm still just a tad too fast. I guess that wing damage didn't really do a whole lot to me. I'm overthinking it now.
Gap to teammate behind is 15.2 seconds.
No way. I think when I do my first pit stop, I think I'll take just a quick little break, step away, and then we'll get right back to it. So let's see. Up 13 to 24. Yeah, we're getting closer. We're just now starting lap 9, so. You know, actually, it'll be a lot of fun getting back into Battlefield 4. I think that's what I'll stream later on today. I'll stream it here on Twitch. We'll play around for a couple hours, have some fun. Playing my favorite locker-only server. Wish that they'd remaster Battlefield 3. Because, man, I loved Battlefield 3. On PS3, I think I was the #2 attack pilot in the world for a while. And I was pretty damn good in it. Battlefield 4, I never could get a hang of the flight controls. They were just too weird. Like, they felt inverted, so I, switched controls to inverted, and that just made things worse. Then I realized that they just completely screwed over the flight controls. And I never could get used to it, so I just naturally stayed away from flying. Battlefield 5, I did some flying. And that was... kind of felt more like Battlefield 3 in a sense. Not quite, but it did feel better, more natural.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Yeah, man, I miss Battlefield 4. Yeah, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna stream that later. Let's see how well I can do. It's been so long. I've even been thinking about doing streaming some Division 2, but people I've been playing the Division 2 with, they haven't been on the last couple days, so naturally I just haven't been playing it. And I've also been kind of burnt out on it. It's like, it's the only game I've mainly been playing for like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I was playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint. No, I was actually enjoying that game. That game was a lot of fun. But then my buddy, he mentioned that he enjoyed playing the first Division, and saw that I owned it. Since I fell share with him, that's what we started playing, was the Division 2. And he got his buddy to download it, so the three of us have been playing, and then we all decided to basically purchase the game all over again, so we could get the Warlords of New York expansion and the Year 1 Pass bundle, blah 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 blah. Basically the deluxe upgrade of the game, and so we've been doing that. And it's funny, my buddy, his friend, he gave me a PlayStation gift card to get the game, because we were hoping that I could just file share it with my buddy, but that didn't work, so for Christmas I ended up getting
Push now.
$20,
This
so,
lap.
or $25 for Christmas, a little bit more. So I just went ahead and I bought him a gift card, PlayStation gift card, so he could purchase the deluxe bundle. And so now all three of us, we own it, and we've been playing it. And if anybody plays the Division 2 on PS4/PS5, if you're looking for a pretty fun clan, very nice gaming, that's my clan. There's been 4 of us who've been really working on getting it leveled up. The 3 of us have been playing together, and then we invited this random guy. I think I did, or my buddy did, I can't remember who, but one of us did, and man, they've just been going at it. Okay, we're going to take our first little intermission here with this
Complete. Go
pit
now.
stop. I will be right back, and then we'll get back to racing. Alright, let's get back at this, yeah? Just needed a quick break, use the restroom. There we go again. Let's get at her. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Alright.
race, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
I don't think this is the tire I was supposed to be using. Pretty sure I was supposed to be using the mediums. But yeah, I have officially made up my mind. I am going to stream some Battlefield 4 later.
Carlos is in for his stop. The gap to the car behind is 4.2 seconds. The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream of disappointment. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just over here having some fun.
Nice work. That brings you up a place. Okay, gap ahead is 5.9 seconds.
This stream will become a video on YouTube later. So anything you missed or will miss, you can always go check it out. CTK Gaming. I'll somehow have to link it together. Make it easier. I am streaming to just have some fun. Again, I don't care if people enjoy it or not. I'm doing it for me. Never once did I ever tell myself, oh, I'm going to be a streamer and I'm going to make tons of money. Okay, that's a lie. I used to say that a lot when I was younger. But anymore now, it's just, you know, I've got better internet. I can actually stream in better quality than before. So for me, just streaming is enough for me. Just have fun and do something I like doing. You know, and if whoever ends up seeing this enjoys the content and decide that they want to follow and subscribe to my YouTube, whichever, well, yeah, that's appreciated. And I'm not going to beg for you to do that. That is your choice, not mine to make. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, well, if you enjoyed the video or the stream, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. You do what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. Got an itchy throat. Hamilton still has yet to pit.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
And he still has yet to pit. He's still going. What a magnificent creature he is. So the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams are playing right now. I'm a Rams fan, and I would love nothing more than for the Rams to win, but Seahawks are my home team, my state team, and they're in a must-win situation if they want to be in the playoffs. So I'm going to root for my Sea Chickens. Hey, I'm still streaming for myself. Woohoo! Like I said, like, that's fine. Like, I don't care if I'm not getting viewers. I'm doing something I enjoy doing, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Even if I ever get to the point where I don't want to. Well, yeah, and back to the topic of, Battlefield 3 being remastered. I would love to see some of the older James Bond games get remastered. Like, Everything or Nothing. That was a fun game. I loved it. Nightfire. God, the amount of hours spent playing split screen. Or 4-player split screen on that game back in the day on the PS2. And Agent Under Fire. That's another one we used to play a lot too. Back when I used to go to daycare. God, those two games, Nightfire and Agent Under Fire, were like the best. And I know everybody loves GoldenEye, the original N64. But I didn't really get much chance to really play that one. I mean, I did, but not much. Not much to really get the full enjoyment and love like everybody else did. That was back when, video games weren't broken, on release. Sure, they might have had bugs, but the games weren't broken. And all the bugs did was just give the game more character. Call of Duty, I'm looking at you. Battlefield, looking at you. Basically, any modern game, I'm looking at you. I love the game Anthem when it came out, but I'm sad that
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We'll never get the Anthem that we were promised. It was a fun game. Yes, it didn't really have a whole lot going for it.
31.2 seconds.
And you know what? That's fine. If EA hadn't pulled the plug, I think Anthem would have actually turned out to be a very great game. I can't stand the state of EA anymore. I used to love EA games. They were like some of the best during my childhood, but anymore they're poop. And hell, another game I'd love to see make a comeback is SimCity, but after SimCity 2013, we probably will never see a SimCity game again, and that sucks. I enjoyed it, and I see exactly where they went wrong with it. And I'm not talking about the initial launch where it was just strictly online if you wanted to play it. No, what I'm talking is just how little they implemented things. Like, they had a good concept going, and I loved the concept of it. Having multiple cities working together for, this big grand, mega structure of some sort. But, they pulled the plug. What they should have did was they should have waited. They should have waited and kept fine-tuning the game. And when City Skyline came out, they should have taken notes from that to perfect SimCity 2013. That's what they should have done. City Skyline was an amazing game. It was kind of like what old school SimCity was, You create your big, massive city.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, if EA were to green light a new SimCity for Maxis to develop, I want the same type of style that SimCity 2013 was, but with basically everything City Skylines had going for it, City Skyline, one-upped SimCity in a major way.
Our gap behind is 12.1 seconds. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Yeah, because the big thing that I loved with SimCity 2013 was the fact that you were able to upgrade buildings and make them more efficient. I loved everything about that. That was just so amazing. And having multiplayer I thought was amazing. You know, if you had some friends that played it, I mean, yeah, you guys could do something fantastic. No, I feel like that's just something that developers just don't take into consideration anymore. It's just, you know, at the time, really nothing compared to SimCity. So they didn't have any real competition at the time. So they figured what they were doing was it was going to be a game changer.
Lab, so push now.
I didn't realize I had a pit. You know, they thought it was going to be a massive game changer. This would be like the best game of the year, maybe
Gap
of the
to
decade,
teammate
blah,
behind
blah, blah,
is
blah, blah.
37.8 seconds.
But they failed. Whereas City Skylines was the only real competition, and they succeeded. You know, I feel like some of these companies, they need to reach out to other companies and just see if they're making a game that's similar. No details other than, oh, hey, you know, we're designing a new city builder, and we're wondering if, you know, you are too, and, you know, if the answer is yes, then just if their city builder is better than the city builder you're designing, then hold off on your release.
Release. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
Oh no, that's my take on it. You know, yes, I know these developers, they're competition to one another, so of course that won't ever happen. I think that'd probably be like the best way into like perfecting your video game. Just see what the other developers doing that's making a similar game to you, and just see what theirs turns out to be. And then you go from there, you know, holding off on your release date, and then perfect your game. That's what I'd do anyways. I'm not a video game developer, I'm just a gamer. Or even, you know, with these developers, reach out to their fans. And we're gonna flashback on that one. I screwed that one up. But yeah, like, reach out to your fans and see what they want implemented into your game. I mean, shit, look at what fans of the Sonic game did. They bullied the studio into making changes to the movie.
Carlos is in the pits.
Oh no, again, that's just my take. If anybody is watching, go ahead, say hi in the chat if you'd like. If not, you can just continue just to listen to me ramble on.
Nice move. Good job.
That could have been smoother. No, I don't know. I can ramble about damn near anything at this point. I could ramble on about video games being terrible because the developers are just shit. Or the publisher. Activision, looking at you. Call of Duty, I'm looking at you as well. EA and DICE, looking at you as well. Oh, I cut that corner. Oh well. These things happen.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. We're leading our teammate by 44.3 seconds.
Oh well, Carlos kind of sucks. Like, no offense, but his move to Ferrari just really didn't make any sense to me. And seeing that Seb's no longer racing, I don't know who to root for anymore. Yep. Kimi's done. Kimi's out. I mean, I still got Valtteri. I can still root for Valtteri. Not a huge Lewis Hamilton fan. Only because he was literally handed a championship-winning ride. He didn't really have to work for it. If that makes sense. You know, and I really don't like Max either. He's just kind of a douche. But I mean, Max, I mean, how long was he with Red Bull before he finally got his first championship? Which was extremely controversial. I mean, regardless, I still think that championship should have gone to Lewis. Not Max, but whatever. And Daniel Ricciardo, he won't be racing next season, so I can't root for him. Mick Schumacher won't be racing next season. Can't root for him. Maybe I'll just continue kind of rooting for Kevin Magnussen. I mean, I like him. Don't care for Marcus Ericsson. Is that who it is, or is it Nico Hulkenberg? I think it's Nico. I don't care for Nico. He was never great to begin with. I guess I do. I have Alonso and I got Sergio. I like those two. I like Checo.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
The Mexican. Except I don't think they're allowed to, say that anymore. I know they used to. And just like with NASCAR, my favorite driver, he was unfortunately forced into early retirement. Kurt Busch. And that sucks. I love Kurt Busch. I've been a fan of his since he drove the 97 way back in the day. Back when I was a kid. And he took over for Chad Little. Still probably root for Ross Chastain since he's an underdog. And Daniel Suarez, I really like Daniel Suarez. I've become one of his amigos.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, I've become one of his amigos and made my mom jealous. The one driver I cannot stand in NASCAR is Bubba Wallace. And it's funny, every time I say that, everybody's like, oh, well, you're racist. How am I being racist because I don't like him? He's not the only driver I don't like. I don't like Denny Hamlin. I absolutely cannot stand Joey Logano or Brad Keselowski. I don't like Bubba Wallace for the simple fact that he's NASCAR's poster child. NASCAR tried to do the same thing with Daniel Suarez, and it didn't work. So they had to move on to the next great thing, Bubba Wallace. You know, I give him like half credit for his Kansas win. But at the same time, he's also driving the same car his teammate, Kurt Busch, won in earlier in the year. But yeah, that's the only reason why I don't like Bubba Wallace. If he wasn't a poster child for NASCAR because he's a person of color, he's black, I'd probably actually enjoy the guy. You know, like I said, they tried doing the same thing with Daniel Suarez when he went up to, you know, the Cup Series. But within a year, they just pretty much, they stopped caring. They didn't care that he was from Mexico at that point. He wasn't their poster child anymore. And Suarez has come a long way since he started. And Kyle Busch, I mean, I like Kyle Busch too, but he's not my favorite. I only like him because of his brother. You know, I hope that Kyle can have success with RCR this season. I don't really see it being as successful as his run with Joe Gibbs. Oh, I guess Bubba Wallace isn't at like the low end of my drivers I dislike list. Ty Gibbs is. I cannot stand Ty Gibbs whatsoever. He's just a punk ass kid. Oh, shut up. I know I said I wasn't going to do very many flashbacks. I've already done, what, 3, 4 of them? It's 2 o'clock already? Dang. I guess that makes sense. Did our NASCAR race at 11:30. And I struggled. I really did. Afterwards, the whole Discord chat was blowing up. Everybody was fighting because this person wrecked this person, blah, 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 blah. It's like, and it's funny because pretty much all of them are kids. They're all teenagers. And they're like me, playing online, they're competitive. Of course they want to win. And I just told them, I'm like, guys, like, who cares who did what? Like, it's an online game. Don't let it get to you. Especially for the fact that it's just an online racing game. That means absolutely nothing. Like, I was pretty much at the back of the whole pack out of 19 drivers the entire race. I finished 9th.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Like, I was hoping to have a decent car because I love racing at Las Vegas. But it just wasn't in my cards. And I wasn't mad that I didn't win the race. I wasn't mad that I went a lap down and was at the tail end of the entire pack. No, I was having fun. I was racing. Kind of like I am right now. Yes, these are AI, and this is the story or career or whatever the hell you want to call it. But I'm having fun. I'm doing something I enjoy. I might not be a fan of the NASCAR Heat games, but I much rather enjoy playing NASCAR Heat 5 than NASCAR 21 Ignition, which was the biggest poop game out there. Like I said, I want my money back for that game. Sony needs to lighten up with their refunding. Like, oh yeah, well, you have 24 hours to refund your money after you bought the game. But you can't refund if you download the game. Oh, whatever. Like, fuck you. Like, of course I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna download it because I want to play, because I was excited for it. Only to realize that the game's just shit. And now I want my money back, but I can't because I downloaded the game. Because nobody was making any content. Like, how was I supposed to know that the game was shit? Unless I tried it for myself. And that's how I feel about Dirt 5. Dirt 5 is shit. Like, it's a massive stain on Ken Block's fucking legacy with the Dirt series. They made it too much of an arcade game with stupid bright colors for no fucking reason. And it was just stupid. At first, I wasn't really that big of a fan of Dirt 4, just for the simple fact that it didn't have split screen. But whatever, split screen gaming is pretty much done and dead. Like, it's a sad truth. When I got my PS3 back in 2012, I got it for Christmas, and with it,
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
I got Black Ops 2. I tried playing online. I hated it. I hated everything about Black Ops 2. I refused to fucking play multiplayer. So all I played was zombies. But then a former friend of mine, he would sneak out and come over in the middle of the night, and we'd play multiplayer together. And I ended up falling in love with the game. To this day, it is still my favorite Call of Duty. I had so much fun playing it. It was like the best. Met a couple friends playing it. One of them I'm still in contact to this day. Battlefield 3, the friends I made, I still talk to a couple of them. One more so than the others. And then Battlefield 4 is where I met my moderator, Jay Kahalov.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
Way back on the PS3. You know, those were the days when gaming was the absolute best, in my opinion. We weren't getting these half-ass finished games that we get today. The last Call of Duty I really enjoyed was Modern Warfare 2019. Black Ops 4, I played it for Zombies and Blackout. Black Ops 3, I played it for Zombies. I didn't play multiplayer because I didn't like that they were futuristic. It was stupid. Advanced Warfare, I enjoyed at first until they started doing the nerfing of like every good fucking weapon and buffed all the shit weapons that I absolutely hated. So I ended up hating that game. Infinite Gayfare, never played it, never planned to. Call of Duty Ghost was alright. They tried something different. Didn't really work out all that great. Whatever. Hell, my buddy who I played the Division 2 with, like, he hadn't played fucking Call of Duty for years at that point, and, well, since Black Ops 2 anyways. But, yeah, him and I, we played split-screen multiplayer together, and he went, like, 25-0 or some shit. Just because he found a weapon he enjoyed. It's like that's the type of thing that makes Call of Duty fun. But yeah, and now split screen's not really much of a thing anymore. Some games still have it, but I mean, not very many people want to. Maybe people that are, you know, teenagers and kids, sure, but as for us adults, like, we're all busy with life. We don't have time to invite a friend over to play a couple of matches together, split screen, you know. We'd just rather just play online at our own houses. God damn it, Pierre, you stupid shit. Yeah, I miss the days of split screen gaming. It was simpler times. I had nothing really to worry about other than fucking homework. But life moves on. Video games move on from what they were best at. Unfortunately. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I have plans for a video game I'd love to make, but I'm not a video game designer. God damn it. Actually, there's one game I'd love to see make a comeback, and it's an EA game. Black and White. I loved Black and White. More specifically, Black and White 2. Those games were awesome. But they should have never have died. God, I would do anything just to play Black and White 2 again. God damn it! Quit braking so damn hard, you fucking AI. Happens to be my damn teammate. Black and White 2 was...
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tire.
It's one of those games that I just spent hours on back in the day when I was younger. That and World of Warcraft. When I get a gaming PC, I'm gonna get back into World of Warcraft because I love World of Warcraft. More specifically, WoW Classic. Wrath of the Lich King was the last expansion I ever played. And then I just stopped paying for it, stopped playing, and I want to say like a few months later, like Cataclysm came out, which was just a fucking big poop. It was terrible. But I did get back into it a couple years ago with the Warlords of Draenor expansion, or Shadowlands, that's what it was. And I was actually enjoying it again. You know? Felt weird going back to the areas where I used to quest and hang out most, just because my internet was so terrible back then that
we're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
That I can actually be without lagging. And, yeah, when I was playing Shadowlands, you know, I went back to those areas, and it was just sad to see that the one area was just covered in water. All the memories pop back up into my head of all the times I do quests there and just trying to level up when it used to be a grind to level up. I'll get back into it one day, and I'll enjoy it like I used to. StarCraft, that was another game I put hours into. God, the original StarCraft, that game was just... It was a godsend. I always loved playing as the Protoss against the AI. Go mind control a Zerg worker, and then a Terran SCV. Then I'd have all 3 armies.
We're gonna box this lab, push hard on the in-lab.
I got an itch. And who messaged me? Big Copper, you want on the bed? Alright, this is a good little break zone. Alright, you ready? Hop up there. Come on, Mr. Man. Ugh. Big boy. But yeah, just reminiscing on all the fun I used to have on certain games back when I was younger. Hell, I used to play the shit out of The Sims 2 on PS2. Used to play that split screen with a good buddy of mine.
Exit now.
Yeah, shit. Sims 2. Red Faction 2.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
God, Red Faction 2. Oh, that game was just... That game was beautiful. And actually, I do have it. I own it on my PS4. Ratchet and Clank. More specifically, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Man, that game is amazing as well. And I still own the original Call of Duty on PC as well. And the expansion for it, United Offensive. Before Call of Duty was ever on console. That game was fun. It really was. And actually, I do own it on PS3, known as Call of Duty Classic. See, that's when Call of Duty was really good. There was no multiplayer. You just played the campaign and called it good.
Carlos is in for his stop.
Yeah, man, thinking back to all the games I used to play. Man, there's a lot of them. Used to play the old school Total War game, Rome. And Joint Task Force, that was a good one. World in Conflict, God, I would love to see like a sequel to it. Or at the very least, like a complete remaster with better visuals. If anybody from Ubisoft or Massive Entertainment, if you ever happen to watch this video and you hear that, please make it done. World in Conflict, God, man, that game is just beautiful.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
And then, what's the game that's supposed to be coming out? It was supposed to come out years ago, but never did. 9 Days in Fallujah or something like that. I'd love to play that. That sounds like it'd be fun. I know it's controversial, but I love certain war games. Another one that I would love to come back, Full Spectrum Warrior. I struggled with that game as a kid. I never did quite understand the mechanics of it. The SOCOM games, God, I'd love to see a new SOCOM game come out. The Desert Storm games. Those would be a good one to have a comeback to. I know somewhere I have Desert Storm 2 Back to Baghdad. I played the shit out of that one too. The OG Star Wars Battlefront 2, played the shit out of that one as well. Still got my PS2. Still have my original PlayStation as well. The only one I don't have right now is my PS3. A former roommate of mine borrowed it. Been trying to get it back from him for a while now. Supposedly his dog broke it. Broke the disc reader. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm just kind of rambling on right now, near the end of the stream. Rambling on about video games, what I used to play when I was younger. I'm on the mediums at the moment. I just did my last pit stop a few laps ago. They are supposed to be on like 65%, but they're acting like I have them lower. I'm gonna have to double check and see where they're at. Well, thank you. I'm planning on doing daily streams of this. Later on today, I will be doing a Battlefield 4 stream. Most everything I stream will end up on YouTube as well. I'm not doing it for, for people to follow and all that. I'm just streaming to have fun. For the most part, I'm usually just watching it myself. Oh, favorite generation of games? Ooh. Man, that's a good one. Oh man. I'm gonna have to go with like maybe PlayStation 2 era. There's a lot of fun games on the PS2, Xbox era. So early to mid 2000s before the PS3 and Xbox 360 came out. There's a lot of games that I played on the PS2 back in the day. The original Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then, if we're going to keep it kind of with that same kind of era, PC, the original World of Warcraft, which is now considered WoW Classic. As they've been implementing it, StarCraft. Man, there's a lot of them. I'm not that old, by the way. Getting there, but I'm not that old. The only generation of console I do not have is the PlayStation 5. I've been pretty much a Sony fanboy my entire life. Just because that's what I grew up with. I didn't grow up with an Xbox. So I've got the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation 4. I can say this much. I know when I was younger, there were no F1 games. Had the ATV Off-Road Fury games, the OG Ghost Recon games, the old EA NASCAR games. But I do want to thank you for following. You didn't have to. I'm pretty content on doing my little lonely streams. Tomorrow will probably be somewhere between, I want to say, 10 to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll probably be back on later on tonight around 6 p.m. Pacific. So, alright, well, you take care. You have a good one. Again, thank you for the follow. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, though. See you later. Have a good one. Yeah, I wonder what else I want to stream. I need to make a list on streaming. What times I'm going to be streaming, what I'm going to stream. And just kind of keep it that routine. I think the mornings will be F1. If I ain't too grouchy. Because I'm tired. Then, yeah, tonight I'll be doing some Battlefield 4. I have plans to do some Evil Genius 2. Oh, I'll get some rest eventually. Just planning things out. And what else to stream? What else do I have that'd be worth streaming? Talked about The Sims 4. Still not convinced on that. Minecraft, that'll probably be a YouTube exclusive. World of Warships, I don't think I'll stream. I think I'll just play, get some clips, upload to YouTube. Man, now I really do gotta be going through and seeing what all I own. Ooh, I'll have to do a For Honor stream again sometime. I have to get everybody back involved that I used to stream with. No Man's Sky, that'd be a fun one to stream. Sometimes I forget I own No Man's Sky. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I'll make a list of stuff I want to stream. I say that every night when I'm trying to go to bed. It's like, oh, I'll just stay up a little bit longer. Watch some TV. Okay, controller. If you got 11 laps, you just gotta make it 11 laps, then you can die. I'm just trying to think of a list. I think after this stream ends, after this race, I'll make a list. I'll do F1s in the morning, like I said, somewhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 and 2 p.m. Eastern. And then I'll just kind of throw in some randoms for later on in the day. Like later on tonight, I'll be doing Battlefield 4. Since I missed it. See how well that quality comes up while streaming. I don't know, maybe I'll download Warzone 2 and play with a couple of my buddies on there. Play some DMZ or something. Stream some of that.
Yellow flag. Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead. Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
And actually, you know what? I don't trust my controller. So I'm going to go ahead and switch it out real fast. Because I do not trust my controller. I know it is going to die. See, I don't have much storage left. Just give me 1 second to switch out my controller. So I have a 2 terabyte PS4. And then I also have a 2 terabyte external, which I would love to replace with a 4 terabyte. But according to a buddy of mine, 4 terabyte is not a smart idea. But I think what I would do in that case, if I did get a 4 terabyte external, is I'd move everything off my 2 terabyte and basically put all the demanding storage games onto that one. And then have the games that are pretty much available for offline play on my PS4, or the not really demanding games, I guess. So that way, if I ever take my PS4 somewhere, I can do that. Because I will not take my external. That thing is iffy. Oh, right. That's what the problem is with this controller. The vibration's broken. And not just that, but also the battery shot. And then, let's see. My next NASCAR Heat 5 race is Friday. That's at 5 p.m.? Yeah, 5 p.m. 8 p.m. Central. If everybody ain't saying the N-word, I'll definitely stream that race. See, what I got for Christmas, I got books. I got the Pendragon series. I'm on book 2. I read that one of the books. It was book 4 or 5. Way back in the day in 6th grade. That was 13 years ago, 14 years ago. I was 12, I think. I'm 27, so yeah. Math checks out. So yeah, I've been kind of hooked on reading those. Getting a couple chapters in a day. And that's coming from somebody who absolutely hates reading. And yeah, I think after I'm done streaming, I think I'll take a look at the difficulty AI settings. Because they feel like they're super low. Like, I want to have a challenge, but I don't want it to be where, like, I'm struggling to race against them. Which I will eventually. But yeah, mornings I'll do F1. I didn't do F1 this morning because I had a NASCAR Heat 5 race I had to do.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Really? Because I don't feel like I'm increasing the gap much. Oh, and if you're still here, if you're just listening, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year. Dylan! My guy, you're here. Oh, not much. Streaming. Gonna be streaming again later on today. Probably this evening. Gonna stream some Battlefield 4 because why not? Hell yeah! Hanging out with the kiddo and your niece. Right on. Yeah, no, I'll be streaming again later on tonight, doing some Battlefield 4. I think I'm gonna give Warzone 2 a chance. I miss playing with you and Chris.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Well, that was unexpected. I was not expecting Lewis Hamilton to wreck out. God damn it. But yeah, no, like I said, I miss playing with you and Chris. And, I'm down to give it a go. And... Okay, we have a problem. My chat's not refreshing. Like, it's saying that you're commenting, but there's no comments that are appearing.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, clear.
Okay, cool. I've officially broken Twitch. Because your comments aren't showing up no more. I seen the pop-up. It showed up on my screen that you commented twice. Because now we're up to 25 comments, but there's nothing showing. Well, darn. Let's see. Can I completely refresh Twitch? Oh, hell yeah. Do it with Dan's live. Do it with Dickhead. Okay, well, that didn't work. My entire chat's gone now. Cool. Well, I'll be able to see it afterwards. But yeah, no, Dylan, I miss playing with everybody. As much as I'm not into Call of Duty anymore. I miss you guys. And seeing you guys in Discord damn near every night breaks my heart. Two things caused it. One, my old internet. Two, Activision just being shit. But anyways, this stream's just about to end. Once I finish the last lap, I'll be ending the stream for now. Like I said, I'll be going live again probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, PST. And doing some Battlefield 4. Since that's the only Battlefield I have. I don't have EA Play anymore.
This is your final lap of the race.
Probably gonna go upstairs and read some more of my book, hang out with the puppies. I love my puppies, little Duke and little Freya. Yeah, I got my big puppy laying on my bed, right beside me, Mr. Copper. He comes in early in the morning, comes and snuggles with me, kicks me out of my spot, makes me go sleep on the cold side of the bed with barely any blanket on me. Woohoo! I did it. I won again. Yay.
Nice work. That's P1. Race win. Well done.
Copper, we did it. We won, big guy.
It was a tough race at times, but they've held on to take a great victory for McLaren today. Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart
Do I
from the
still
rest?
have Need
Well,
for
I honestly
Speed
feel
Heat?
it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that,
I'm gonna
you're
have to
never
look
going to
that-
get anywhere. When you hit
look that
that
up
sweet
and see if
spot
I
of
do.
having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Our winning drivers are on their way to the podium right now. It's been a fantastic race for McLaren, that's for sure. And no doubt they'll be celebrating tonight.
I still can't believe I made my character look like fucking Michael Schumacher. That to me is still the funniest shit ever. I'm inching ever so closer to the next tier.
Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Bennett takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Difficult call, but I'd like to say Esteban Ocon. He's just so gifted at getting the most out of his tyres, and he's...
Okay, cool. Nobody cares. Seeing how I didn't get driver of the day last night after my horrendous race.
Great work out there today.
Let's not have my
How are you
thoughts.
feeling after that win?
I'm excited. The team is 2. Fuck yeah, dude.
First in the championship. How does that feel?
Feels like coming home.
You're beating all expectations. Would you say we all underestimated you? Do you think you were lucky not to end your race with that crash? Great. Well, that's everything.
I don't remember crashing, but I do remember smacking the wall early on. Oh, I gave it a kiss is what I did. And I was still able to drive just fine. Woohoo! I can go to my R&D.
What do you think of this one?
Hell yeah, let's do it. Now we're broke. Let's advance time. Let's get our weekly resources. Maybe we'll have enough.
We've had the new parts come through from
Oh,
the
it's France.
fabrication process.
France ain't too
We'll
bad.
have them with us. I recommend
Let's do
we
it.
could go for something like this.
I like how we have not put any fucking work into Arrow. God, what is our problem? Alright, everybody. That's the end of today's stream. I hope those that watched enjoyed it. And I hope whoever watches the video after enjoys it. You have yourself a very beautiful and wonderful day.